feel 10 feet tall right now and strong as an ox.
Either way, you're a winner. I'm losing money right now.
They're eating the dogs.
Because I know cops doesn't start till 4.
We back up in this
Wow, Mike's
All
right
the
on
way
it.
up.
air quote gang.
Wow, that's some really small text on that. Can hardly read it.
Mike's been waiting on us. Wow, 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 wow.
Now.
What is up, Michael? What is up?
Yep. Yep.
Episode 91. It's hitting a little different. Every episode's
Crack a cold one.
every episode's getting a little more weight to it.
Getting closer to the real show every day.
You know what? Well, you know who okay. I'm just trying to decide how I want to tell this story, but for the most part, I'm just going to tell it. This morning, I went to get my coffee at the store, right?
Mm.
Guess who I bump into making a coffee at the same time? Any
Who?
guesses who it could be? Who else might be lurking around town in the morning? Anyone? A close encounter. We have this encounter. You guys would run into this person if you were coming to town for any reason. No guesses.
That doesn't help.
All
I don't know.
right, it doesn't matter. So I go into the store and I'm going to try and make my coffee, and who's standing in the way? Russell.
I almost guessed that, but
I just got a kick out of that. That's how I started my day. Me and Russell both making our coffee at the same time. Turns out we both drink French vanilla.
you ask him if he was going over to Nanny Kathy's later.
No, I just got my coffee and got my breakfast sandwich and went on my merry way.
Where do you go?
The market.
Down to the market.
Yeah.
You don't ever make your own coffee. You always go down to the market.
The coffee at the market's a new thing.
Oh, okay.
I just recently started that. But I was getting my breakfast sandwich there, and for a little while I would carry my own coffee in a travel mug, right, like coffee from home. And one of the days when I was checking out with my breakfast sandwich, the woman said, "Did you make a coffee here?" And I was like, "Oh no, I brought this from home." And she was like, "Okay, I didn't know a lot of people make their coffee in their own mugs." And that was when it kind of the seed was planted. And so I slowly scoped out the coffee situation, and it's Green Mountain Coffee, and we've just been low on the amount of our own coffee in the house. And I don't necessarily love the coffee pods anyway.
Yeah.
And it's like $1 and some change for a coffee. And if I'm already in there getting a breakfast sandwich, Christ, I can get my sandwich and my coffee, and I'm out of there for less than $5.
Only the cost of a cup of coffee every hour.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's a good start to my morning.
Yeah, I never thought that being a benefit of living downtown. What time do they open?
7:30, I believe.
No, that's already too late for a coffee.
Well, yeah,
Be cracking into a Pepsi by 7:30.
if you're a real working man, but as Calvin would put it, I do soft work now. So I don't get to work till 9. And I'm up, like, without even trying. I'm out of bed by 7 o'clock, right? Like no effort whatsoever. So, that's 2 hours every morning before I have to be at work. That's more than enough time to get up and get dressed. And then I'm like pacing around. It's like, well, let's go down to the store, make a coffee. I don't know why I felt like starting the show with that, but
Michael asked if there's a Waffle House or Denny's around here. I think there's Denny's, right? I don't know where the Denny's is,
Definitely.
but
yeah,
IHOP. IHOP is what is chained around here.
Yeah, and I guess the closest thing
Or
I
a
think
Hob, IHOB now.
do any of the IHOPs even are they 24-hour?
I don't know. I don't even know. I actually thought they all closed, but I'm not
because
sure if they
because
did or not.
Michael, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but a Waffle House, I think, like in the Midwest, is like it's open 24 hours. So like, that's like what you do in high school, real late at night, is go to the Waffle House. That's where you see a lot of these crazy videos. Most recently, I saw some guys playing bluegrass at a Waffle House at like 3 a.m. Right,
Middle of the night.
And we don't necessarily have any of those. And I can't think of where I've seen a Denny's, but
Yeah.
I can think of IHOP. And we do have the Red Arrow Diner. There's 2 of those in New Hampshire, which are 24-hour diners, which
We also
have a
have-
very Waffle House
We also
vibe.
have Friendlies.
Sometimes open, mostly not. I saw the bluegrass one. Yeah, there you go. And I feel like the bluegrass at Waffle House video that's like, in terms of ruckus, that's like standard fare, but that was also mild because nobody got hurt. A lot of the times in the Waffle House videos, you see everyone get hurt. You get Waffle House coffee. I guess our equivalent to getting a Waffle House coffee would be just McDonald's coffee, I think.
Yeah, that'd probably be accurate. I don't know. How do you get, Michael? Do you drive past?
Do they have a drive-through?
You must-
Is
do
it
you
on
drive-
your walk to school? Like,
Yeah.
what? Like,
How do you get a
what's
Waffle House
the
coffee?
convenience factor? Are you driving out of your way to get this Waffle House coffee?
Is Waffle House coffee?
If it's out of
life-changing?
convenience factor, I get it. But legend has it that most Waffle Houses, those are target practice. That's what I've heard. There's a lot of shootings at Waffle House from what I've heard. So, unless it was completely out of convenience, I would recommend. I don't know. Give 7-Eleven a shot. There's got to be one of those. Coffee is
7-Eleven's
just
probably
as
bad.
shitty.
Come try my coffee.
No more accents, Carter. We're not doing accents anymore. Every morning after your workout. Nice. So that's actually double trouble. A workout and a coffee.
Yeah, it must be going right to the toilet after that.
Yeah. But maybe that's part of the program. Have you guys probably don't pay attention to the guy Clavicular at all. You probably haven't seen him, have you?
Oh yes, he's the looks maxing guy.
Yeah, looks maxing.
Yes.
You've seen him?
I haven't.
I've never heard of
I
him.
actually only just listened to him on a podcast the other day.
Yeah, did you see Andrew Callahan, the Channel 5 guy, interview him? Same guy that interviewed Shia LaBeouf.
Hold on.
You reading
I'm
Michael's
trying
comment?
to decipher his comment. The coffee is free, terrible, and my friend and I buy a waffle.
So yeah, if you get breakfast, you must get a free coffee.
Oh, okay.
Which okay, acceptable. You're going there to get a waffle, and then you get the free coffee as an added.
Sometimes
perk.
it's just the routine of it. I'm trying to think of the right word, but the routine of it.
He was jailed for being frame mogged. That's in regards to clavicular.
Oh, okay. What's fram mogged?
You don't know what frame mogged is?
No, I don't know what that is.
Do you know what mogged is?
No.
Okay, so to mog somebody is to look better than them, let's just say. For like the most basic way you could put it, I'm sure there's like a zillion subcategories, but people would say, oh, you totally mogged everybody in that photo, meaning you looked better than them.
Okay.
So this kid, a frat kid, was like all roided up. Frame mogged him. He stood next to him, and the kid had a much bigger, more bulky frame than clavicular. So he got frame mogged. The only reason you have to be specific in saying that he got frame mogged is because the guy had an ugly little rat face. So
Just
he
so
wasn't.
frame his
He
body.
wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't totally mogging him. He was specifically frame mogging him.
Okay.
So that's
Clavicular is a little tiny, spindly guy. Is what you're saying?
he's skinny. He's skinnier. He's not. I
Hmm.
wouldn't say he's tiny. I would say he's probably bigger than I am, but he's not like juiced anymore.
Hmm.
There's a time when he was doing steroids and stuff. He talks about that.
Yeah.
He doesn't really do that
He also
anymore.
talks about how he does meth and cocaine to get his workouts in.
Yeah, he does a lot of crazy stuff. Well, this Andrew Callahan interview he did with him, he doesn't totally fall apart, but like he's to me he's doing like a shtick, right? His whole thing online, he's doing like a character essentially.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of truth in his character, like I think, but it's like a gimmick. He's doing like an online gimmick, right? And Andrew Callahan in his interview isn't really interested in talking about the looks maxing stuff.
Yeah.
And is trying to talk about him more as a person. And the kid just stops the interview. He's like, we're just not going to do this. You know, if you don't want to talk about, if you actually the way he ends it is he says to Andrew, he's like, when you look in the mirror, you are totally happy with everything about the way you look. There's nothing about the way you look you'd like to change. Andrew goes, yeah, pretty much. And then the kid goes, well, if you're going to be disingenuous, then there's no reason to continue. And Andrew's like, okay. So then they pack up, and that's the end of the interview. But Andrew tried his hardest to get to who he actually is, and he wouldn't even budge on that. And that to me just made me feel more like my theory of him. Like it's just a shtick, right? He doesn't want to talk about himself in his actual life or thoughts and opinions because that's outside of his shtick.
I don't
he
know.
doesn't want to blow his character.
I would say it could be not a character. I think that he could have such low self-confidence, or even like
that's what a lot of people are saying online is he has no self-confidence.
He's so I'm trying to the words aren't coming to me, but just he's got so little self-confidence about himself that he has to prop himself up on this character that he's created about trying to look the best that he can. I mean, he's definitely crazy. I would say there's no
if what he's talking about is true. And keep in mind,
I actually think
all these ridiculous sayings are things that he is. Maybe he didn't create these sayings, but he's popularizing them.
Yeah,
he's frame-mogged.
So have you heard of the Iced Coffee Hour podcast? Have you listened to that one at all?
No, who's that?
It's I don't even know the two kids' names, but they interviewed him anyway. It's sort of like a financial podcast, but they have all kinds of guests on. I listened to Jake Paul and Logan Paul on the podcast, and they had this guy Clavicular on.
Clav.
And they're just, one of them's my age, one of them's a little bit older, the two guys interviewing, and they gave him a genuine shot to try to explain himself. And it sounds like he's like mentally ill, basically. And he is. I think that what he has to say a little bit about looks maxing applies. I mean, if you want to elevate your status, why not? Why not try to do anything you can to make yourself look a little better or whatever? But also, when they were trying to ask him real questions, it all really revolved back to looks maxing, or him saying that he kind of fell off a little bit because he was doing so much YouTube that he didn't have time to continue his own journey of looks maxing. But I don't know. I think there's an interesting aspect to what he talks about, but also he's definitely mentally ill.
If you believe everything he's saying, like I really think
I didn't take it. When I listened to him, I didn't take it as a character. I thought that he was.
But how much did you just listen to the one interview? Because I've seen his content.
I haven't seen any content, and I just saw the one interview. And a little bit, at first I thought it was a shtick, but I mean, to have somebody online promoting, doing math to keep yourself going to whatever it was that he was trying to do, I don't know. He said in the interview he's stim maxing.
Okay, so can I just elaborate on that a little bit for you guys? Because
which part?
The meth part.
All right, well, hold on. He said he was stim maxing.
Yeah,
and which, in his words, was stimulant maxing. So taking as many stimulants as he can to maximize whatever performance he can get out of himself, which is fine. Like, whatever, I guess. I don't know. That part doesn't make sense to me. If you logic it out a little bit farther, it doesn't work. And he wasn't admitting to that, and he also wasn't trying to promote anyone else do it, but he also thinks that it's a positive for him. So I don't really know where the shtick line is.
Well, I'm about to explain that to you because you keep repeating the headline part, which is meth, which yes, he does refer to it as that. But if like in the Andrew Callahan interview, he does explain it very clearly exactly what he was doing, but it was some kind of like an Adderall pill.
Yeah, I know it was not exactly street meth, but
can I finish? Can I even get to my point? So how many maybe you don't even know anybody.
Experiencing Curtis on a daily basis.
Yeah, you don't even know anybody, but there's a lot of people that are on Adderall. Tons and tons of people are on Adderall on a daily basis, okay? So if you listen to him be very explicit about what he was doing, he explained it, it's some kind of Adderall he was doing, and he even he said the exact dosage he was doing. And again, it's his own words. And I'm not fact checking all this, but he just said it was like the equivalent of taking 2 Adderall a day, which I think there's at least people like Dave Portnoy that are very vocal about taking Adderall. That sounds like light work for a guy like Dave, a psycho like Dave. You know what I mean? Like, so yes, the headline is meth. That's the shtick.
Diet meth. That's what that's what it was. So he didn't eat or something like that. Doing meth so he wouldn't eat.
I'm just trying to explain it.
I
why
get
it's
it.
a shtick. Like like that's the headline. That's the shtick. That's the eye-catching part. So obviously that's what he wants to talk about and get people to ask questions about, because he's a 19-year-old.
I would say
from New Jersey. He's got nothing really.
Yeah, I mean, I would say
to talk about.
I would say my thing is I didn't hear like there was no headline thing that he was trying to get anyone to ask about. They interviewed him and let him talk on this podcast, and these are the questions that they asked him, and I'm
not saying he's smart or anything like that either. I'm just trying to say I don't think, like, to me there's more to him than he's letting on. I don't know why we're getting into so deep on this Clav conversation.
Yeah, I'm ready to switch to Black Mountain, but
yeah, Carter's raring to go, raring to tear Eric a new one.
Before we get going on that, Carter, what's the best way I can get you to have a YouTube video on cue so we can react to it?
I would say probably send it to me through Facebook Messenger.
All right.
Or email.
The Clav clip's gonna go mad viral. It's gonna be huge.
Oh. Yeah,
So Caleb and I already beat this the other day. We talked about it for a while, but I feel like it needs to be addressed on the podcast.
We need to address it publicly.
Yeah, and really hammer Eric. Like, we don't. This is it. All started for me.
Let's blast him.
Eric, you better watch out. We're gonna run train on your ass.
I told Cassidy. She asked if there was a podcast, and I said I don't know. There's gotta be, though. We gotta let people know about Black Mountain. She goes, "Oh yeah, how is anybody gonna find out without you guys?"
Well,
how are they gonna know in Kansas? How are they gonna know what the fuck's going on?
I felt like we should have called an emergency one right away. Like, sound the alarm. Everybody's gonna get here as fast as possible. We gotta go live and really bust his balls. But I just feel like
yeah.
Let's start the story, Carter.
Well, actually, what I would do, if you could pull up the letter he sent us, regarding the price hikes and just read the letter.
You want the post? The letter. Oh, it was the same thing. It's a letter from the GM.
Yeah. So, we're Black Mountain season ticket holders, and it was a great season there. But looking into the 2026-2027 season, pricing is going to be a little bit different. So you want to go ahead and read the post?
Hold on. Before we get into that, can we just acknowledge that Mike met somebody at Park City who knows Eric? What kind of conversations is Mike having to?
Are you kidding me? Do you see how psycho he is in the chat? I mean, love you, Mike. I think we'd be best buddies. I do. I think we'd be able to get along just fine. But yeah, Mike, again, no offense, but you probably pounce on a motherfucker. Like, you're getting on the chairlift with him, and you're like, you tear him to shreds, And I only say that because, like, that's something I would do too. Like, I would just start talking to somebody, and before you know it, I'm talking about this stupid podcast I watch that talks about skiing all the time, and weirder things have happened. The ski world is not that big.
Well, I'll see if I can get through this reading it. I can't read out loud.
Black Mountain is changing their ticket prices.
Yeah. He says, I want to thank everyone for their patience and understanding as we work through what this season's passes would look like, or what. Yeah, see, I already missed.
Well, just go ahead and skip ahead to the prices, and there's different ticket classes. People can read it for themselves.
Hold on, just give a synopsis in your own words. Don't read it.
Yeah. So he says, with the growth of the mountain, we need to take a fresh look at pricing and product lineup and availability for the 2026-2027 season. And they offer 3 different passes. Now, last year,
the 2025-2026 season pass was $450
straight up.
But that was early season. I think it jumped to $500.
I don't think it jumped. I think it stayed at $450.
It was $450 because I got it later.
Yeah, Curtis.
Later,
okay.
And it was
so
$450.
anyway, $450.
He said that they would sell out, and
they did.
Maybe eventually.
Well, he decided when he was done selling them. I don't know.
know.
Who knows? He never said how many he was selling or anything like that. And
Just
especially
like
what we know now, it's all a ruse.
It's the same thing with Indie Pass that we know. Well, it has to be now. We know that it's a ruse. It's like Curtis said. He just creates the hype and says, "Oh, we're gonna sell out quick."
Nobody knows what happened. Tell everybody what happened. Start from the top. Or do you want me to tell it?
No, I
just continue.
Keep
going.
You keep derailing me. So it was $450 last year for the lift ticket straight up. That's what it was. Well, we get an email this year saying that they renewed the pass. Last year's season pass, there was one pass, one option, $450, no blackout dates, unlimited skiing anytime you wanted.
Right.
So this year, which I think that having multiple options is not a bad thing. This year they give 3 options. I don't think that is a bad thing.
I agree.
To have options.
I agree.
So we look at the pass. The first pass is the one with no blackouts. And granted, they do offer perks. None of these perks, I would say, are like crazy benefits. Like, I know they're perks, but the price to renew to the no blackout pass is now $700. So we bumped from $450 to $700. But I don't think you can go by those prices. If we're having early season and late season, that's fine to have 2 different prices if that's what he wants to do. But the regular buy it price, and you have to be on a wait list. So you would have to sign up on their website. It's not like you have until April 30th early season to get these passes. You have to have had to sign up on their website in order to get this link to buy these passes off what he's calling the wait list. So the wait list price is $800 for this pass. And if you don't,
the pass is
okay, hang on. So what was $700 then?
That was
same pass.
That was if we wanted to renew it.
Okay, if we want for us to renew our current pass,
we already
it's
own a
$700.
pass. Yeah,
gotcha.
So we already own a pass. It's $600. You joined the wait list a month ago. You get it for $700. And if you're trying to buy it now, it's $800.
No, it's not.
Next week, Carter, for the story. Come on. You got to make it clear for everybody. We're blasting him here. And when you get in the minutia, I'm just, and I know that, and we're trying to get the point across, and then we can hash it out.
And I was really lost in what you were saying there, Carter. That's what I'm trying.
I only know because I'm staring at the screen that he's talking about. We don't know what he's even talking about at this point.
You were in really deep, and I wasn't keeping up.
Last year,
but Mike got the point. Yes, almost as expensive as an Epic.
They're more expensive. So what happened was last year I had no pass. I bought a Black Mountain season pass for $450. If I was to do that this year, no blackout, no skiing, no blackouts, nothing, it would be what's the buy now? What's the no wait list?
900.
900. So the same pass that I bought last year for $450 this year would have cost me $900.
And it goes up to $900 on April 2nd. So they've been out for a week. Like you can't. It's not even time to think about it even.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be $900. So that is
so for me, if I want to renew it, mine is it still $700 or no?
Yes.
You have to do it now though. If you wait till April 2nd, which is Thursday,
yeah,
you're screwed.
Okay, so you only have until April 2nd.
You have until Thursday, and it's going to be $900 after that.
Mm.
So that's the no blackout pass. So he is really advertising that they're offering other cheaper options. So let's go to the next cheaper option. This is the Gold Pass. This is unlimited skiing and riding, except these blackout
except
dates.
for holidays and school vacations.
Yeah, well, luckily it's only mass school vacation. So,
and granted, why would I ever ski on those days anyway? But you never know. You might end
up. Principle of the thing.
It's the principle of the thing.
And like Caleb said, we did go on New Year's Day this year. We went on New Year's Day
because we all had the day off because it was fucking New Year's Day, and we don't always get to go out together.
You can't. People work for a living. You don't get to go out anytime you want. So to renew to that pass to this one with blackout dates, we're looking at $500 for that. These are the existing pass holders to renew to it.
Let's just go off the no renew price because we're 5 days away from not being able to renew.
You want the public price?
The public price because we're not on a
$700 for this pass.
So again, back to what I said. I bought my pass for $450. I would expect a little increase in price. I think that is very cheap.
Even
and I think that
$100 would be a lot, I would think, from year to year, $100 increase.
Yeah.
But
so now for $700, I can't ski on the holidays and I get the same pass. So for another $250, I can't ski on the holidays. I mean, that is crazy.
Right.
Now, the next thing is the silver. This is the midweek only pass,
which is standard for a lot of mountains to have a midweek pass.
Yeah, and like I said, options are good, but this is $500 for midweek pass.
Mm.
So I couldn't even, for the $450 I spent last year, I couldn't even ski midweek this year.
Which also, the midweek pass also has blackout dates on the midweek
vacation week.
Yeah, you still can't ski on the
holidays or vacation
holidays.
Now, one of the craziest parts of this, and I had a comment queued up, I'm gonna have to go back and look for it, is the youth passes. So we'll read through the same tickets. The high dollar pass is $700 for youth. The gold pass is $500 for youth, and the silver pass midweek is $300 for youth. And that is any kid under the age of 18, from 0 to 18. So if you are, one thing that, I mean, I'm not really.
They have no child pass. It's a youth pass. There's no child. Let's pull up a picture, put on screen a picture of, well, unless you're busy, the black pass, because I do want to talk about that a little bit. I feel like if even the $700 option, if it was a public price of $700 and you got the same experience that I got this year, I could even see that being okay with me. But I think so. It's $900 for this ticket here. This was the Black Pass. This is what we had this year, except for without the perks. That's a new thing. These perks. Do you find that these perks offset this price increase? 10% off food and beverage. You get to go to all the Friday Night Lights, which you had to pre-register for because you had to get up to the Mid-Mountain Cabin.
Right.
So that was like that was something that sold out.
Rides in the Cat.
And it was something that sold out and cost extra this year.
Right.
So you get that. I don't know what the Mug Club membership is, other than
I think you get a mug at the bar.
Up at the Mid-Mountain Cabin.
My guess would be I don't really know, but my guess, like, typically like a Mug Club, like in the main bar at the lodge, so the one in the main lodge, you'd have a mug with your name on it hanging above the bar.
Yeah. Well, so
that's what I think of.
So you get that membership. You get 2 transferable snowcat rides you can give to people to go up on, I assume, on Friday Night Lights. 2 half-off buddy passes, which is crap. I think that is not a perk. If you want to give out 2 free tickets with your season pass, that is a perk. And 2 half-off tickets, that's a joke.
I think even, too, yeah, like why couldn't I just have like give me a standard 20% off a friend unlimited,
or that.
You got
unlimited.
Just give me
the 2, that's a joke to me. And then 2 transferable uphill rentals. So essentially 2 day, like I think with the pass, I think you get free rentals anyway. You did this year anyway. I don't know if you do on this pass. I guess it's unclear if you only get 2 free uphill rentals for the whole year. But I take that as 2 days you can all go. Your buddies can go for half off, and you can rent. All of you can rent the uphill gear, which is okay. But again, I just think it's really gimmicky and does not necessarily justify the price increase. And I mean, maybe if you took advantage of all those, you'd save a little bit of money. But you have, like, what is the point?
Well, I would say, unfortunately, the price category we've now found ourselves in, I'm looking at other multi-mountain passes at that price point.
Right. Well, that's just
that's
it.
Unfortunately where we've ended up.
Why do you want to spend $900 to get this pass when the Epic Pass is going to be $6 something? I think $650.
Yeah.
So for $250 cheaper, you get to go to multiple mountains, and you could argue that the product is not as good for skiing at these other mountains, but also, like, the Black Mountain isn't. I'm sorry, it's not the greatest ski mountain there ever was.
Well, and that's exactly what for me, right? Like, going there always had a lot of charm, and it still does have some of that charm going for it, but not at that price. At that price, it does kind of make you scratch your head and go, hang on, what are we doing here? Because if I'm going to pay Jackson Hole prices, I am going to expect Jackson Hole skiing.
They better put a tram that goes to the top, and they better clear cut the son of a bitch and
make it
so you can actually ski it. We hiked up that hike trail. It was the grand opening day. We were up there a half hour after it opened, and we were lucky to make it down. I almost took my skis off and walked down because it was so bad, and it was hyped. It was hyped up to do that, and I am willing to go along with it if everybody is on the same page.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to back up and say, I think that if all this is Eric saying, I have been here for two years, every day, all day, 24/7. He lived there for 2 years and put in all this work, and he hasn't got paid for any of it, and now he wants to make a paycheck. I think he deserves it. But I don't feel like you can say, this is great. This is great. You should be happy about this.
I definitely think as a, where they were really selling you on the idea of thanks for being here. They had that sign up all season on the mountain. Thanks for being here. Where they were really selling you on that, and they were really like that's part why we bought the season pass this year. I don't know as if we even got our money's worth this year.
We probably
definitely did.
Yeah,
when Calvin went, it was $100. We definitely got our money's worth out of it.
Anyway, but they were at the time, especially when Carter, you bought one 2 years in a row, right?
Yeah.
And when Carter renewed his pass is I think when I bought mine, and it was really kind of propped up on this idea of hey, we don't want this mountain to close. Like help support us. Like, get behind us. Like, I know you're taking a chance on a little old mountain, but
this is a small mountain. They reduced the price from the first year I had a pass. The first year I had a pass, it was $500. The second year was $450. They reduced the price $50 from year to year.
Because they wanted people there.
And they justified the price reduction by saying we looked at our profits or our income, whatever, we can handle lowering it to make it more affordable for people. Now there's no justification. It's we raised our prices and you're gonna like it and it's a good deal still. Not diesel is $6.50 a gallon.
It's
$5.80 or whatever it was today.
It does kind of suck, and I don't think I'd have too much to say about it if the renewal price was better for the people that bet on them when they were looking for help. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's just not that.
I feel like do whatever you want. Ultimately, I'm happy the place is open and not getting shut down, but.
I think that there's something to be said for keeping it open and yeah, we supported it. We made the choice. Whatever. It just feels like a rug pull. And what I told the Carter earlier today was this whole time I felt like I've had this feeling about Eric where he's a tool bag. And I've had this feeling like I just don't like the guy. I don't like the way he looks. I don't like the way he acts. But everything he's done up to last week, I've been like, yeah, he's doing the right thing, and it seems cool, and he's like hyping it up, and I like what he's doing. And then last week, when he revealed the prices and said, yeah, and I was wanting like, well, it was just a rug pull, and everything made sense again.
The mountain was supposed to turn into a co-op, and I don't know the details of the co-op, like how many people were, what the ownership was going to look like, but my understanding was that it was going to be owned by people who wanted to take part in the sport of skiing.
Yeah.
They didn't care about the money aspect, and just to keep the mountain open so that people that enjoyed skiing could go there to ski.
Right. That was the idea with the co-op. That's what we were buying into initially. And because of all that support Eric got and all the support we gave him, he decided, I'm going to buy the whole place and jack the prices sky high.
Well, and that's just it. Like, we supported it, and anybody that we talked to, anybody that I talked to about skiing, I said, go to Black. It's not the best skiing, but it's affordable. The vibe is awesome. The guy is doing everything he can to make the place great, and I have nothing but
they did a great job with parking last time I was there. Me and Carter were there on a Saturday, wicked busy. They did a great job with the parking, bang up job.
But that is a mountain revival, and bring it back to what it can be. This is not what it can be. This is like, how about we're on a trajectory up, and we're doing great. How about let's just cash out now.
Well, my guess is one of two things is going to happen. Like, one thought, and this is probably what's going to happen. And I don't want this to happen, but this is probably what's going to happen. None of us are going to re-up our passes. We probably aren't going to ski there next year. But here's the thing. Here's the kicker. I don't think he's going to notice or care. I think people in
I think
people are gonna buy these tickets anyway. I think the majority of the time I've been there, it has not been a local crowd, and I was even there on New Hampshire. It was New Hampshire Vacation Week. And the people at the mountain didn't even seem to know it was New Hampshire Vacation Week. Like, it was the week after Mass Vacation. And so they were all referring to the Mass Vacation Week as Vacation Week. And they didn't even seem to realize that New Hampshire Vacation Week was happening in that moment.
Well, and that could be it. We could just have a bunch of people from Massachusetts that have never heard of Black Mountain because they all went up to Wildcat or
fucking
Loon.
Eric in Enta Butthole Systems moving to New Hampshire. Fuck off.
Let me read this comment because I've had it up here for a little while.
Enta Butthole. You should comment that on his Instagram.
So this guy says, great price to ski. Great prices to ski a family mountain if you don't have children. Seems against the ethos of saving skiing, because that's what they've been preaching.
Right.
To price out families by charging $5 for a 4-year-old to ski. Now, that $5, I got rid of the picture, but is referring to the renewal price of the
child pass.
So not even going
You know what's annoying too? You have to or like they have that shovel handle lift, which was open on occasion this year, which I appreciated being open at all. But like, to me, if that's going to be operational, there's no reason you couldn't just have that open for free. Like, that was such a rinky-dink bullshit fucking thing. Like, you just have the fucking thing open for free and make it a ticket. Make people go in the lodge and get a ticket, but have it be free for just the shovel handle, because it's really cool. It's a really cool, novel thing, but it's such a fucking joke. Like, it's a bullshit little fucking joke.
No,
they barely ran it. I'm not saying run it for free every day, but on a busy Saturday, just run the fucking thing and let people ride it.
Or every Sunday, run it for free.
Black responded to the comment there.
What did he respond to? The $5
He said, Richard, we are one of the only ski areas in the country that has provided unlimited free skiing and riding to all local kids grade K through 8. That's anybody in, well, it was the Jackson School, and it may or may not be the Jackson School District. I'm not sure. So like North Conway will be able to ski there for free, but that's kids K through 8. We have a ton of lower price pass types for under 18. $99 for silver, $300 for gold. And yes, the unlimited zero blackout pass is $500 for anyone under 18 years old. We also have extremely competitive day ticket pricing for kids under 18 as well. Sorry we couldn't serve up exactly what works for you this time. You are welcome to reach out to us directly if you want more information. And then, so this guy responds, and his response is pretty good. Thanks for the response, and I do want to acknowledge that offering free skiing for local K through 8 kids is genuinely awesome. Programs like that are a big win for kids getting into the sport. That said, it feels a bit disingenuous to use a charitable program you've chosen to offer as justification for charging other kids what are frankly pretty steep prices. Both things can exist, but one doesn't really offset the other when the new model prohibits a whole other group of kids from purchasing season passes or joining seasonal programs. Also, the sorry we couldn't serve up exactly what works for you line comes across as a bit dismissive, like I'm being an entitled customer for raising a concern. That's not really the case. I think a lot of families are feeling the same pressure here. Part of the frustration is that our families and a lot of others have been loyal supporters of the kind of place where accessibility matters, not just pricing tiers. That shift is noticeable, and it's disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that really sums it up. And I know you had a comment on there, Carter, that got deleted, but that one's still up that you just read?
That one's still, because they responded to it. So they didn't delete that one, but they deleted my comment, which I laid out a lot of facts, I felt like, to kind of...
You used Eric's own words against him, and it fired him up too much. Yeah. Little man.
Well, and that's the other
little man.
That's
little
the other
wiener.
thing, right? Like, he's been putting out these emails all the time, and we do keep up on them. We are invested, and yeah. So then Carter, through his own words, threw Eric's own words back at him, and
I didn't like it.
got all pissed about it.
Let me just read my.
They raised the prices, and the thing is, it's 100% price increase from $450 to $900. That's 100% price increase. That is insane, and means that but it also means that they only have to sell 50% of the passes to make what they did this past year.
Okay, here's my question.
And with the growth that they've had, they may sell more than that.
Let me. You want to ask your question, or you want me to read my comment?
Go ahead. You can read your comment.
So this was a comment I left that got deleted. I said, so let me first start off by saying that since Eric bought Black Mountain, I've had nothing but good things to say and have recommended Black Mountain to anyone who will listen. But here we go. I wanted to first start off with a direct quote from last year's season pass announcement. Season passes for 2025-2026 are now on sale. We have taken a very hard look at pricing and have actually reduced the cost of most pass types again this season. I think the product that Black has begun to offer speaks for itself, but we must be conscious of pricing people out of the sport. Adult season passes for 2023-2024 were priced at $650. We reduced the price this season to $500. Next season, the price will drop again to $450. That's a 31% decrease over 2 seasons of our involvement. The $650 number was before they owned it, in case you were wondering.
Right.
Yeah, before Eric bought it.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know, Carter is taking this directly from
Eric's post. So Eric writes these letters, and this is
something he emailed out.
This
mass
is something.
email.
Yeah. So he says. So then I said, I would like to emphasize the part, but we must be conscious of pricing people out of the sport. I would also like to say I'm not familiar with the economics of operating a ski mountain, but I do know that the sentiment of the mountain for me has changed after seeing this. Increasing the cost of a season pass, $350 between seasons, which I went with the
renewal price.
Yeah. Renewal price.
No, that's the. Is that
just whatever? It doesn't matter. Yeah, keep going.
Is more than maintaining profit margins. And then I said, this is a quote from January 14th. Comparing this, that January 14th of this past year. Comparing sales as of today from last season of the current one. Season passes are up 150%. Day tickets are up 93%. Snow sport school is up 139%. Rentals are up 65%. Retail is up 402%. Friends and Buddy is up 310%. Indie Pass visits are up 174%. When we look at those same departments before my purchase of Black Mountain compared to the ones of the current season, season passes are up 487%. Day tickets are up 1,252%. Snow sports are up 561%. Rentals are up 562%. Retail is up 541%. Oh, food and beverage. I said Friends and Buddy. Food and beverage. Food and beverage is up 524%. Indie Pass visits are up 341%. I know 1% of sales increase does not represent a 1% increase in profit, but it stands to reason Black Mountain has made more money this year than ever before. What has changed, I'm not sure, but I do know I'm stuck between buying an Epic Pass for $650 or renewing my Black Mountain Pass for $700. Being against corporate, I would tend to lean towards Black Mountain, but Indie Pass owning Black Mountain. But is Indie Pass owning Black Mountain not the same as Epic Pass owning other mountains? I left it as a question.
Yeah, I mean, I think you raised a lot of good points in that. I guess, you know, the only thing you could do if you were Eric at this point to save yourself, because remember, even at the cheap prices, he said those passes were going to be limited as to not overcrowd the mountain, right?
Right.
So I would say when I had been there on weekends and New Year's and stuff, it was certainly full and busy, right?
Yeah.
So these price increases, does that mean that they are expecting and that's what they want? They want, like, because all those numbers you just read about how much things increased, right? How much better they're doing this year. Is that overload for them? Are they saying, okay, we actually have too much traffic. We want to dial it back. So that's why the price hikes. That's the only defensible reason. Like, not even defensible, but that's the only thing I could think of
that they would be saying behind the scenes. But like you said, it's not defensible because that's not what he's been selling this whole time.
Right.
So if people can't get to the mountain because it's too busy, that's too bad for them. They didn't get there early enough. Who cares? He's making money. Like he said, the prices are going up, and if he keeps the prices where they are, people are just more and more people are going to be going there. You're gonna have to get there at 6 o'clock in the morning to get a parking spot because it's gonna be so popular, being a cheap mountain to go ski, and they have all kinds of amenities. Like having the food and stuff there is. I don't remember the last time I went to a cafeteria at a ski area and you were able to get food like that. Like I know that other mountains do have it, but it's I don't know.
I don't know. I think they do a good job.
Yeah, I think all big mountains. I mean,
they do a good job for a small mountain. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, when you go to Gunstock, I mean, they have the big kitchen in there. I mean, I'm trying to think of some other ones. I know Wildcat always had good.
I don't think I've been to a mountain that didn't have they're all pretty much the same. Like,
yeah.
I don't think they're doing anything.
It's not a King Pine
over the top.
It's not King Pine bad, but King Pine is the only one that I've been to.
King Pine is actually good. You guys don't even know.
It's been a long time, but I remember getting
those. It's just a couple deep fryers, man.
They did not deep fry those nuggets.
They do.
When I went there, when I was going to King Pine, those were like microwaved or something.
Pretty sure they got
Either
fryers.
Way, and I felt like
maybe nowadays
you could make the argument and say that Eric took the risk and that he.
I think that he has the right to get all the money. I think there's nothing wrong with that. It feels like a huge rug pull moment.
Well, that's. I don't know what you're saying. He has the right. Yes, it's his mountain. He can do whatever he wants.
I'm saying he deserves. I'm saying he deserves it. That's what I mean when he has the right. I mean, he has been every time we've been there. He parked our car one time when we were there. He's not. It's not. I don't.
He bumped my chair.
He's not a guy that is sitting there in the office not working.
No,
he's worked his ass off there, and I can see that.
And you know what? He was working his ass off, being a liar, because if he sold the mountain to the co-op and say he made whatever, like. He bought the mountain. He bought the mountain from the original owners, right? Not the co-op bought it. Eric bought it. He bought the mountain.
Yeah.
So we don't know what he paid for it.
We don't know what he paid for it, but the idea was that he was going to shift it into a co-op. And when it shifted to a co-op, if he sold all the shares and made sure he walked away with $1 million or whatever, fine. That's whatever. He had to get something for the amount of time. Because yes, you're right. He did put in a ridiculous amount of time. But he put in a ridiculous amount of time, and people were going there to support it, like Caleb said. Now, and you keep talking about the rug pull. Now, it's the same thing. You could say that he took a risk in buying the mountain, but I really don't think there was even any risk for him to buy the mountain because
I think there was a small unknown. I think there was an unknown.
The Dad and I were talking about it, and Dad said, worst case scenario, he would break even. I don't know that he would have broke even, but the whole point was to turn it into a co-op. So if he worked there for 2 years and say after 2 years of work, it didn't really look like it was going to pan out, he was still going to dump it to the people, the suckers that were going to buy the shares. There was always going to be people to buy the shares. And worst case scenario, he bought a mountain and he has to sell it. I mean, there's not.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree.
There's not really a lot of risk there.
I think, the point is we're pretty upset over it because, it was like a community. It was like punk rock. We were supporting each other.
It was.
And we were building something new. and
saying screw the man.
Yeah, and now Enta Butthole is coming in and
what is this like?
Shitting on everything.
Was there a big like uproar when Green Day sold out? Is it like when Green Day went mainstream? I don't know.
I wasn't around back then.
I don't.
So.
Well, I don't know if you know any lore about it, but I imagine that's probably like you said. I didn't even think of that parallel until now.
Punk rock.
Black Mountain was punk rock. Now it's like mainstream. So
yeah, that's all it is. It's just hard. It's hard because we were so into that punk rock.
But they were punk rock, and they were selling themselves as the punk rockest punk rockers. You know what I mean? Then
we're doing this to go against the industry, and we want people to hear, and we're gonna be nice, and all these really cool. They had this revolutionary idea where they said that we're gonna be nice to people, and I know it might sound crazy, but in New Hampshire, that is a revolutionary idea. Let's be nice to people.
Yeah, I think
I wish TPJ was in the comments. I feel like he would have something to add.
Timbo
would relate.
I hope he listens to it. I don't know. I think it's discouraging, and it makes me more than ever want to start a ski mountain, revive Moose Mountain more than ever.
I do have. I don't want to say too much publicly, but I do have a little bit of hot information on exactly that note, Curtis. I do. I do happen to hold a little bit of hot information on that.
I know you're an insider. I know you got some inside pull over there, but I don't know how much you pull I would
all I'm saying is I don't believe anything till I see it, but from what I've heard, there's a chance that you could ski there next winter.
So,
if
nothing serious, but it'd compete with Abenaki for sure.
So
let me just put it out there that if there is a way to, I wouldn't do it for free, probably, maybe a little bit of free, but I wouldn't do it pro bono. But
if you could do it for free skiing, would that be enough? If you could just ski for free?
I think it actually depends on the hours. I would say that if I could get paid
minimum wage,
a minimal amount of money, then I would love to go over there and try to make it something that I would like.
Well, I offered our services. We'll see. We're a ways out, but
now after Black, I just want to end with this real quick on the Black Mountain thing, and I'll be done with it. But after Black deleted my comment, I was on Facebook, and this Wildcat post popped up from last week.
Yep.
And it's let me just I'll pull the post up here.
Okay. So we're on Wildcat. This is the last part of Black Mountain.
Yeah. So Wildcat says the best way to end a day at Wildcat is sipping a Pepsi, soaking in the view, and heading out in style. So let me just bring up the post. Their computer just crashed. I guess I won't bring the post up. I guess you're going to have to look it up on Wildcat's Facebook page.
Okay.
But Black Mountain commented on it and said, "We serve Coke, champagne, and open trails." And beforehand, before the season pass release, I would have been like, that's kind of funny. And then I commented, and they deleted my comment.
Yeah.
So now I feel like I should comment to this one on the Wildcat post at Black Mountain. Wildcat should delete this comment, seeing how it's a dissenting opinion from what they think or something like that. Like,
yeah, that would really teach him.
It's crazy to me that they delete the comments on their own posts. Like
fake news.
No, yeah. I think you got to understand the media game. It's not crazy that they delete the comments. It's business. It has nothing to do with you or what your comments said. It's business. And just like it's business, they thought, oh, this fella with the price hike, we're gonna chat back with him. We're gonna engage. And I think it bit him in the ass with the guy's reply, because he replied with a smart answer. Because they thought they were gonna shut everyone up with the we let local kids ski for free.
Sorry, we can't serve up what you want.
They thought they were gonna shut everyone down, but the way the guy summed it up, and he goes, "That's nice of you to you know, to use your charitable donation as justification for raising the prices for everybody. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it is a little ghoulish of them the way they tried to use it. And
you went with a fucking Parks and Rec camp and you couldn't get free tickets.
I couldn't get nothing. I couldn't get dog
Local
shit.
kids.
I know.
Local kids in the
They wanted
same,
nothing
in the
to do with
same
me.
county as the state of New Hampshire.
They completely wanted nothing to do with me.
I should have. I didn't even think of that. I should have commented that. The bullshit about this. Wow, just fires me up because and honestly, I don't like. It's Eric's mountain. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. I don't feel like I need to. Like I don't feel like they owe us anything. I feel like we were rug pulled, and I've been duped for 2 years and lied to, and I just like. That's what drives me insane. That's why I didn't want to go there. Even though I have the season pass, I don't even want to go back there this year because I feel like it's just such scummy behavior. And at the beginning of the year, it all started for me when we were going there and reading the posts that he was making, the letters about how good the trails were and how they had the best grooming in the state. And I'm skiing over baseballs that any little kid wouldn't even be able to ski down the mountain on.
Yeah. The thing that they have that is still undeniable is the snowmaking. They've done an undeniably good job at that. But
how hard is that to point a snow gun and just let it run some ice onto the trail?
Right. No, I agree. I agree. There's so much to criticize and to be upset about given the fact that we hoard out for them so bad over the last year.
That's just it. I want to burn my hat. I think it was so cool. It was so cool 6 months ago, and now
you gotta just you gotta chill out a little bit. I think because first of all, I think the fact that we still have these passes, the way to salt the earth and get them back is by using them as much as we can.
We should show up. We should go there and drive as many vehicles as we can.
I think we should make like a wagon train and
block the parking lot.
Circle up in the parking lot. This is a protest. I'm gluing myself to this chairlift until Eric brings down prices.
I think we should have some shirts made with Eric's face on them. It says I don't know.
Something about being a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ski for liar or something like that. Well, let's end on a little bit of a lighter note. I had this video came up on Cassidy's Instagram feed. It's called 2 Sig, 2 Beer, 2 Rubik's Cube Challenge.
Okay.
He's going for a world record run. I pre-screened the first little bit of it to see if there was music. There is, so get ready to mute it. But let's watch the first little intro bit where he explains what's going on.
When does the music start?
After he's done talking.
I'm so confused. Were we done talking about Black Mountain?
Yeah, we're just ending. Yeah, I was done with it. Are you?
Okay.
Yeah, you got anything else you want to add?
We're just jumping right into this thing.
I wanted to end it because
that's fine.
I can keep rolling and just screaming about it, but you're done. You don't want to say anything else about it.
I guess not. I just didn't feel like we reached a resolution, but that's
let's resolute us, Caleb. What's the resolution on?
Well, I think we got to go back this year for sure.
I would be curious to go back and see if the
tone is different.
If the tone is different and if there's less people skiing there.
There's going to be less people because of the time of year. I just think a lot of people are done with skiing at this point. You're definitely not getting the mass whole crowd at this point.
I might go on a nice, real warm spring day.
I think the uphill skinning crowd now is when they shine. Like, this is really when the uphillers are going apeshit. So I'm sure that those guys are out. But
yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think going as much as possible on the pass you already paid for is the punk rock thing to do.
It is, but it's like.
But then on top of that, we do see Eric there all the time, so I think there's a chance you could get Eric to make a comment. You know,
yeah. I mean, I
throw a GoPro, like a hidden GoPro on yourself.
A camera in his face.
I wouldn't even do
Why
that.
are your prices higher?
I wouldn't even do that. You could walk up to him and have somebody recording on their phone and just say, hey Eric, I'm with the Air Quote Awesome YouTube channel. I just wanted to know if you would make a comment on the new price increases. You know, and whether he said anything, you know, it's a little bit. you know, I'm not saying I want to harass him, but I'm just saying I think that's a polite way to harass him, and also potentially get him to make a comment about it.
I thought about talking to him beforehand, but now I have no interest in it, and I know that
I actually knew from the couple interactions I had with him that he wanted nothing to do with us. And like, we obviously were the wrong type of people. He was not happy to have us. You know what I mean?
Well, how many interactions did you have with him other than the one that I witnessed?
Only one other one other than that. But well, but you saw the one you witnessed. It was not
Caleb. If you saw that from my angle, Eric's reaction was pretty spot on, and I think he was as nice as he could have been.
All right, whatever then.
I don't know what the other one was. All I'm saying is I never gave him a shot with an interaction, and it's possible that all he was doing was being a hype. He was trying to hype it up, and even in that moment, he's like, I don't know what you think you said at that moment, but you said Eric and held out your fist, and he bumped your fist like, what the fuck? And because anyone would do that, and you said, that was it. That's all I wanted. You had no interaction with him. So I don't think that's a good judge of what he was like. That's all.
Well, whatever. I was trying to break the ice, and nobody else wanted to jump in.
Yeah, I didn't have anything to say in the moment.
That's the weird part, is when people come over and there's 4 people and only one of them's talking and everyone else is just staring at each other. That's what makes it weird. So that's on you.
You're right. But again, I would not judge Eric on the reaction he gave.
Yeah, who knows what this other conversation Caleb had with him was, but
it wasn't a conversation. He just bumped my chair one time.
I did give him a thumbs up going up the lift when he's DJing, and he acknowledged me. So I mean, that was my only interaction with the guy.
I think that you know, he's obviously looking for a different clientele right now. And he feels that they've earned it.
Not the clientele that he has been advertising for. That's the thing. So.
Yeah.
Right.
But can I let you in on another little secret? The clientele he wants, they all want to think that they're buying into this punk rock co-op, right? So these rich assholes, they want the lore. Oh my God. We go to this little place in Jackson, New Hampshire. It's this little tiny place. It's basically a barn, and my husband's part owner, and we go there on the weekends, and it is just the best. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's who they're selling to right now.
I know, and you're right. It's just yeah. That's all.
There is such great walking. I walk in the middle of the street, and my dog shits on everything. It's so quaint. Fuck you. Get out.
You want to watch this 2 cigs, 2 beers, 2 Rubik's Cube challenge?
Can I get any kind of context? Because right away, like, I'm like, why?
This is Curtis's Reels of the Week.
This is my video. I wanted to react to it on the channel. You
just wanted us to
back out so I can see the title. Why does it
look like it's from 2014?
Back out so I can see the title.
What year is this from?
All right, look at this.
3 months old.
3 months old. This popped up on Cassidy's YouTube algorithm, and the title of the video is 2 Rubik's Cubes, 2 cig, 2 beer, speed run, former world record.
Okay.
So
what is this? 2.1 million views.
2.1 million views. I only watched the first little bit. It's 2 minutes and 10 seconds long, and I just wanted to react to it on the channel here.
Okay. All right, let's give it a shot. I'm skeptical, but
just play it with audio so we can hear the guy for a minute, and then when he
lip
gets
ring,
going,
gauged ear. I'm suspicious.
Attempt
My time to beat is 3 minutes 33 seconds. I can't remember the world record, but it's around 1 minute 30. You can see it up here. Will I beat that? Who knows? But I'm hoping for under 2 minutes. Also, the up top camera is dead, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Anyway, let's do this.
Mute it. I don't know what goes into. I don't know how you judge this challenge. I don't know. I don't know who creates these challenges, but I just thought that it was.
I've never seen anybody smoke a cigarette like that.
Yeah, I didn't know that you could smoke them that fast.
Well, this was a former world record. Somebody must have. That's
an expensive world record. I mean, cigarettes aren't cheap.
Neither are these speed cubes.
Oh, he finished it. Oh, he's going for he's got to be really dialed in. Got to get all the nicotine before he can. Oh, there he goes. Now he's starting a cube.
Oh, he's timed it out. He can enjoy this last one. Yeah, so he's just about to solve his first Rubik's Cube
He was
here.
gonna pick it up.
He's almost done with his first or his second
30.
cigarette, and he has one beer left to drink.
He chugged the first one pretty quick.
Yeah, it's in a glass. I'm sure he'll be able to chug it pretty quick. All right, he's about to solve the second Rubik's Cube. A couple more turns here. 1, 2, and finished. Finished the second cigarette. Let's go for the beer slam at 22 seconds. 24 on the clock. A little bit of foam left in the cup. Minute 28, and there's probably a teaspoon of beer left there. So I don't know if I'd give it to him.
I don't know if there's music here, but you might as well try.
And the guys I know that smoke cigarettes wouldn't consider those things finished. So
yeah,
yeah, baby. 1 minute and 28 seconds.
For half the job. I mean, fuck, those things are still smoking.
Proud to have my record back. Once again, I nominate Yi Hang Wang. Have a good one, y'all.
What?
I don't know. Take it down. Get it off.
What's that video?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Jacob, get off.
17 years ago. This is like an old school Freak Out Kid video.
Oh, is this a rip-off Freak Out Kid? It must be, right?
Here we go.
What's he playing? I can't even tell.
Halo, I think.
Oh yeah.
Hey, why are you not talking to me? Hey, I'll just follow you behind.
Some old school Halo.
Hey, why's that always wrong?
Jacob, get off.
Why?
Get off. Get off.
Get off what?
The Xbox.
Why?
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Come on.
I can't just
No.
nail it.
Yeah, you can. Turn it
Can't
off.
just bail on it.
I was joking.
Now I'll go and join session with him. It won't let me until when on and turn it off.
Old school. Man, that's some throwback, huh?
Yeah, you imagine sitting there to play your Xbox 360?
Fuck. Poor little Brits. In America,
well.
we've got a big telly.
Well,
oh, Ashley's watching.
she is amazed and perplexed. Must be the Sig Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, yeah, that would definitely get her to comment. Okay, Ashley, you're gonna have to try the 2 cigarette, 2 beer, 2 Rubik's Cube. You're gonna have to start practicing the Rubik's Cube. I know the other parts you got down, but you got to work on the cube. We'll try it next week on the pod. I'm gonna book it.
They'll have to get a camera to go outside. And they're gonna let that go on in the basement. What about a vape? Full
Full pawn. I think that would take a lot more.
Yeah,
that'd be near impossible.
Yeah, I don't think.
Survivor ready, go. Yeah, no, I mean, I think it was pretty harsh challenge, honest.
2 jacks, 2 gyms, 2 bush.
Michael, is that you submitting? Michael, I want a video of you doing the challenge by morning. Let's go, baby. No, I don't know. That was like a Jackass style stunt. You know, I was just actually watching Jackass 4.5 before I left to come over here. That was
Is this a record-breaking show?
We're not record breaking. We're at an hour and 15, so we're.
I think you meant
we're pushing
viewership
it.
wise. How is our
Oh,
viewership?
no, I meant time-wise.
I can't see the
after 8
viewership
o'clock.
because
We didn't start the show till friggin' 7 o'clock because we weren't. Mike's gonna try. Here we go, Mike.
He's on vacation at the ski mountain, so just got to find a couple cubes.
No, his challenge didn't include Rubik's cubes.
Oh. What are you going to do?
Well,
Christ's sake. Yeah, I mean, we didn't really even start till almost 7 o'clock because Carter wasn't signed into my YouTube because he's got a new computer.
Not even yet.
I reset the computer, but
We should have gone down that rabbit hole, but maybe next week we can talk about Carter's computer panic.
You know what? I will just say before we end the show, a couple of things. Like I posted my vlogging like it's 2016 video.
Yep.
It's doing okay. Past 30 views, you know, that's essentially the regular pod audience clicked through it, right?
Yeah.
But I did go back on my channel and watch some of my actual videos from 2016. And boy, it's pretty tough to watch. Don't you, like not I mean, I think some of it is me
What
cringing
part?
at my basically the incoherent babbling I would do. Like I can make sense of it, but it was like I jump in front of the camera and I'd be like, okay, this is going on and this is going on, and I'd reference a bunch of things that you didn't ever see in the video or never came up again. You know what I mean? Like I would just rant a bunch of stuff that wasn't shown or otherwise referenced in the video, and then it would not come back up again later in the video beyond to something. You know what I mean? Like it just it was pretty bad. It was not
Yeah.
you know, I used to post every video and I'd be like, this is the one. Casey fucking Neistat. This is it, dude. Like I was like, this can compete with Logan Paul, Jake Paul, RuPaul. This could compete with anybody. But yeah, looking back now, I think most of the content I made was pretty.
you were the Rudy of the vlogging game. They just never put you in.
Yeah, that's what I used to think. I was like, just give me my shot, you know. But looking back, it was all pretty rough, and
You didn't ever. I mean, maybe we didn't have any great way of giving you advice, but you definitely did not take any advice that was given very well.
That's one of Mr. Beast's biggest rules: is you got to take criticism. If people aren't giving you criticism, they're not your friends.
yeah,
They're not watching your videos.
I mean, yeah, if you're Mr. Beast,
I'm just saying that's one of his biggest pieces of advice.
But you know, one thing, because Calvin was watching the videos with me, Calvin commented on the fact that he would be an asshole to me every time I tried to put him in the video.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I was just being an asshole for no reason. I don't even know why, you know. And like, and I think the criticism may have been received better if they seemed more like they're like, at least from you guys, in terms of you guys, it didn't ever seem like you were that invested or wanted to have much to do with my vlogging style videos. You know what I mean? So like, so then when you'd get the criticism, it was like, you know, it already seemed like you guys didn't want me doing it. So then you'd criticize on top of it. Yeah, no, I mean, I used to think I was the underdog that never got a chance, but what I'm realizing now is I just was I was making very crude home movies at best, and I was posting them with zero shame to YouTube, and I can now see why you know, it's,
didn't take off.
yeah, it's nice to have to reflect on, and you know, I guess I almost don't even relate to myself. I mean, I guess that would make sense, right? 10 years later, why would I relate to my 16-year-old self, really? But you know, like you always think like, oh, you know, I'm pretty much the same person I ever was, right? You ever think that thought to yourself? Or like you're like,
Yeah, mostly.
I haven't changed a bit. You know, you're thinking to yourself, well, I go back and watch those videos and I watch that and I don't even relate to my 16-year-old self. I'm like, oh my God, like just shut up, idiot. Push me down the stairs, like like
yeah, I mean, I would say that for me, I definitely thought differently, but I also don't think that I'm any different than I was.
yeah, I literally have a video where I go, this is my new series called Toilet Talk because I get my best ideas sitting on the toilet. So here I am sitting on the toilet vlogging, and I don't even know what the fuck I talked about, but it was nothing. There's no unless you were living inside of my own head, there's no information in that video that is of use to anybody. Like it is like it was literally insane is how I made me feel to watch now, because I'm sitting in the bathroom talking to the camera about things that only I would know or have any context or reference or understanding for, and I'm not filling in the viewer. So it's like I'm just insanely talking to myself in the bathroom, and I posted that to YouTube thinking, oh, Toilet Talk, that's gonna be my new viral series. This is really gonna hit, you know. So I think it's it's cool in a way to be able to reflect on that, but it is also scary. I think it's good that, you know, mom and dad have always watched my YouTube channel. Like, could you imagine what would have gone on? Like, I don't know what I would have posted, right? But anything I posted, I always posted it with an idea that my whole family was going to see it, right? And so having those guidelines in place, I cringe at the content I posted, right? Imagine if I didn't have those guidelines.
Oh, how bad it would
have how much cringier it would have been.
Yeah. You might have cringed up.
Cringed so hard I made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's possible. I probably
cringe up.
Yeah.
Actually, it's this way.
Yeah, there you go.
Cringe up.
Face Glenn. Yeah, I don't know. I've been getting recommended my own old videos. The more I click on my own videos, the more it'll recommend me them, and it is fun to click through. Like, I love watching the Disney videos. I don't know if you ever go back and watch those.
No.
You can go back and watch our trip from I think it's like 2017.
The Christmas trip?
No, not the Christmas trip. But we were there. Oh, Carter, it was when we were there with your former employer and his family. I got a video from that trip. I don't know if you
I don't even
that.
remember what we did with them.
We went to Tom Sawyer's Island and I filmed the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, and that may have been the last time I visited Tom Sawyer's Island was 2017. So, you know, whatever, fairness. But if you go back to my videos from that trip, every single video is like it's just a different era of Disney. Yeah. The parks are completely different from how they are now. Yeah. And I think that era, the 2017 era, there's a lot less of the parks on film than there is now. So some good stuff.
You want me to roll it?
I guess we can. I guess we can call it. At least it wasn't in a public bathroom. Oh, that's in regards to my video. Yeah. I don't film in public bathrooms. I'm no Lily Tino.
I feel like there was somebody recently that just got in trouble for doing something like that, but
maybe it's the person I name dropped.
That went pretty well, actually.